Aloha from the Ozarks, folks. I have this REPO 12x32 lofted wrap porch cabin. I thought I'd walk you through it and show it to you. It is a REPO, so it will come to you as is, no warranty. And because it's a REPO, if you wish to pay the cash price, you can perhaps even negotiate a slightly lower cash price. So make a cash price offer. I will submit it and see if Graceland approves it. If you check the pricing on my website or on this video description, just wherever you're watching this video, go look in the description and I'll have the latest pricing. That's the lowest pricing that I'm allowed to offer. But if you want to make a cash offer that's less, as long as it's a reasonable offer, Graceland will entertain it and consider it. They can either accept it or reject it. So let me know. All right. So let's take a look at this building. I want to talk to you about it. Plywood siding and plywood floors. Okay. So that's Duratemp 5/8 inch plywood siding pressure treated, and it's 5/8 inch pressure treated flooring as well. And it's plywood. Okay. So the walls, these are premium grade 2x4 wall studs, and they are 16 inches apart. We double stud the wall studs every third wall stud. Okay, there it is, double studded, or every 4 feet. And so that makes for a very strong and sturdy wall. We double stud every door frame and window frame. Door frames and window frames are all double studded. And what does that mean is that keeps the door frame and window frame square with the building. So once it's delivered to your site and once it's leveled, the doors and windows are going to stay square, so they're going to open and shut freely like they're supposed to do. Okay, that's when the building is, that's part of the reason why we double stud them, is so that they open and shut like they're supposed to do. Okay, at the tops of the walls, we double stud again at the wall caps for a reinforced wall cap. And we do that so that we attach our roof trusses to a reinforced wall cap. We used hurricane clips in this particular building. We have switched to using hurricane screws, which are almost twice as strong as these old hurricane clips, but the hurricane clips are still better than most other portable building companies out there provide. They have 435 pounds of tensile strength per clip, which is part of the reason we can offer a 150 mile an hour wind gust engineer certified rating on our buildings, because we do fasten our roof trusses superior to how most other companies do. All right. At the tops of the walls, we have ventilation system. That soffit vent system. It goes all the way along the sidewall on this side. And then we have the same thing all the way along the wall, the sidewall on this side. That's for improved airflow and air ventilation. And that air comes up through here and goes out through this screened in roof ridge vent right here. Runs the entire peak of the roof. It's screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it works in conjunction with those vents on the sides. Air comes up and goes out. And we move a whole lot more air than most of the other portable building companies, because they just put a little plastic rectangle over there for an air vent and one little plastic rectangle over there for an air vent, and that's all they've got. Well, we move way more volumes of air than they do. And that helps keep the moisture and humidity out of this building, which means there's less chance for mold and mildew to build up inside of your building. And in the Ozarks, that's a big deal because we stay humid so much of the year, right? So it's a big deal. It's good that we move a lot of air. Now, let's talk about, I talked about the walls, let's talk about the roof trusses. 2x4 pressure treated, just like our wall studs. And the roof trusses, like I mentioned, are anchored here with the hurricane clips. The roof is OSB roof decking. You can't see it because on the inside of this roof, we have this, looks like aluminum foil. It's called G-board radiant barrier. That radiant barrier reflects out 97% of the sun's radiant heat, which helps keep this building about 25 degrees cooler in the hot, humid summertime temperatures. Okay, so OSB roof decking. This one has radiant barrier on the inside. On the outside is metal. That's a metal roof. Between the metal and the roof decking is a moisture barrier. It's a tar paper. Okay, that's standard for how we do all of our roofing. The floors are 5/8 inch plywood, pressure treated, and they're interlocked. The slabs are tongue and groove. Same for our wall siding. They're tongue and groove. Okay, so they're interlocked. Underneath the pressure treated plywood flooring are 2x6 floor joists, not 2x4s, but 2x6s. And like our wall studs, they are 16 inches apart all the way across, okay? Underneath the floor joists are 4x6 runners, or skids, if you want to call it that. Those 4x6 pressure treated runners run the length of the building. They're the big skids that are underneath, and they are notched out 1 inch deep for every floor joist to sit down inside those notches, which gives us a superior base for this building. I'm not aware of any other portable building company that does that for their subfloor system. We build a better and superior flooring and building, okay? So we just build them better, okay? Bottom line. Now, Rent to own is available 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or 6 years. If you're interested in that, there's no credit check and there's no penalty to pay it off early. The latest up-to-date pricing is listed in the video description or on my website. Delivery is free within the first 50 miles. After 50 miles, there is a delivery charge of $4.75 per mile for this size of building. But the first 50 miles are free. We bring the building out to you. We'll set it up on the concrete blocks that you provide. We'll level it on those blocks, and then we'll attempt to anchor it into the ground. We'll bring the anchors and the straps, and we will attempt to anchor it into the ground. Assuming your ground is suitable for anchoring, because it's those arcs and we have a lot of rocks, so we may not be able to drive the anchors, but we will include all of that. There's no upcharge for that. Other companies will charge you extra for the anchors, and they may not even provide the anchoring service, but Graceland includes all of that. Okay, so if you have questions about this building, I forgot to mention, we also offer always a military discount. And don't forget, the pricing can change every month and sometimes even in the middle of the month, depending on which discounts are available. Thank you to all active duty and retired military. We appreciate your service, and we'll include that in the discount, okay? Now, if you have any questions, you know how to do this. Reach out to me. My website is right there on the screen. My phone number is right there. You can call me or text me. Aloha from the Ozarks.